friends. "Hey, Robert." "Francesca." He kissed her on each cheek, which she tolerated. She wasn't a fan of other people invading her space. "How are you feeling?" She smiled like she cared. "Oh, having my last drink as a free man." He laughed. She laughed. "Great. So I just need to mic you up." She loathed this part. It involved feeding a wire through the groom's jacket and attaching a lavalier under his corsage. She always performed the manoeuvre as professionally as possible, with minimal contact, and yet Francesca was willing to bet there would be at least one lewd comment from the groom's party. With the mic in place, she asked the groom to do a routine sound check. "Robert, could you tell me what you had for breakfast?" She could practically feel it coming when the best man leaned in and said, "Jenny." He slapped the groom on the back, and Robert threw Francesca an embarrassed smile while snickering along with his mates. "So clever, you see, because Jenny is the bride. Get it?" She bit her tongue. How many hours were left until she could go home? Turning the groom towards the door, she flipped up the tails of his morning coat so she could attach the mic pack to his waistband. The metal clip could be sticky, so she had to fiddle with it to get it open. As she did that, the tails of his coat kept slipping down to cover it, making her job harder. Just as she managed to get it on, a new, deep voice joined the crowd. "Hi, Robert. All good?" "Krish," said the groom. Francesca froze, her eyes fixating on the way the back of the groom's jacket rippled as he shook hands with the newcomer. Her heart pumped adrenaline through her. She'd known this day would come. The wedding industry was small. It was inevitable that one day she'd find herself shooting a job alongside her ex-boyfriend. She just wished it wasn't today. For a few moments, she hid behind the groom. He was taller and wider than she was, giving good coverage for her petite frame. She did her breathing exercise again, this time to calm her nerves, and scraped back her straight, dark brown hair. The memory of the night she broke up with Krish 5 years ago forced itself to the forefront of her mind. "I've met someone else," she'd said. The lie she'd told him to cover up her other, bigger lie. The look on his face had almost killed her, but it was the only thing she could think of that would be guaranteed to end the relationship, aside from moving to Timbuktu. They'd dated for 6 months, the point at which a relationship either got serious or it didn't. Conversations about the future and buying property together and having kids. Well, those had been on the increase. That's why she'd walked away. In another lifetime and another set of circumstances, she could be his wife by now. The thought made her eyes sting. She blinked rapidly to hurry the tears away. No time for that. She had a job to do. Francesca sucked in a steadying breath. She wondered if he'd still look the same. Fixing another false smile on her face, she stepped out from behind the groom. "Hey, Krish." Time stopped as their eyes connected. Sexy black hair that ran through her fingers like silk, its scent masculine and sweet at the same time. Those dimples on his cheeks, burnt umber in his gaze. In those seconds, she remembered kisses and caresses and laughter. Cinema nights and dinners and trips to the beach. The calluses on his hands and the warmth of his skin. How nibbling his earlobe drove him crazy. How his hair tickled the inside of her thigh as he licked. Her cheeks flamed. "Francesca." No greeting, no surprise, just her name. As though ex-girlfriends turned up all the time. "Ooh, burn," she thought. "You two know each other?" asked the groom before taking a long sip of his beer. "Old friends," said Krish, breaking eye contact with her to turn away and twiddle with the settings on his camera. Two could play at that game. He wanted to pretend that they were just old friends. Fine, she would be the picture of polite professionalism. Krish who? She reached into her kit bag and drew out the second mic for the best man. She repeated the exercise of attaching the lavalier to his lapel and asking him what he'd eaten for breakfast. She didn't even react when his eyes flicked up and down her body before answering, "Hot, sticky buns." Francesca still needed to mic up the father of the bride, a good excuse to get away from Krish and the pre-wedding testosterone fug of the groomsman.